Hi everyone, this is Dr. Mamta Java, your microbiology faculty. In this video module, I'm going to talk about a very important biochemical reaction, namely indole test. So guys, there are a plethora of biochemical reactions. For example, we have got this acronym, namely IMVIC reactions, where I stands for indole test, N stands for methyl red test, V stands for Vaux-Prosker reaction or Vaux-Prosker test, and C stands for citrate utilization test. And then there are others also like TSI test, urease test. What is the idea of doing these biochemical reactions in conventional diagnostic microbiology? The idea of carrying out biochemical reactions is to arrive at the identity of the bacterium which has been isolated from some clinical sample. All right. And this identity which I'm talking about, the identity of the bacterium which is troubling the patient, the identity is arrived at by looking at the results of all these different biochemical reactions and not just one reaction. So in the upcoming videos of mine, I'm gonna dissect different biochemical reactions, and our object of attention in this video module is going to be indole test. Now when we talk about this acronym IMVIC, small I is just a suffix after V for the ease of pronunciation, so it is referred to as IMVIC reaction. Now guys, when you Google this word indole, this is what you get, this picture you get, and you get this definition that it's a crystalline organic compound found in coal tar and feces. Now, what has this crystalline organic compound got to do in the lives of bacteria which are said to be indole positive? So basically, we should know the principle of indole test. We should know what exactly we are doing in indole test. Now, on your screens, you can see a bacterium which I have drawn in red color. So it's a gram-negative bacterium and it is rod shaped. So it's a gram-negative rod or a gram-negative bacillus. And in front of it is present this substance, pinkish fellow who is wondering, I'm screwed. Now why this fellow is all stressed looking at this bacterium? Because this bacterium is having the ability to chop off this substance with the help of what is known as tryptophanase. So this pinkish structure is nothing but the amino acid tryptophan, and this lethal weapon, namely tryptophanase, which is possessed by this gram-negative rod, as the name implies, is going to ruthlessly, mercilessly chop off or break down tryptophan into three important components, namely indole, ammonia, and pyruvic acid. Now, those bacteria which are able to do this, they are referred to as indole positive. So basically, indole positive bacteria are those bacteria which are able to produce indole from some raw material, and that raw material is nothing but tryptophan. And for doing so, they have got this destructive weapon, namely tryptophanase. So no wonder this pinkish looking fellow, that is tryptophan, is thinking to itself ki bhai mera to band bajne wala, I am screwed. So this is what is happening in indole positive bacteria. Now guys, if somebody wakes you up even at 4 a.m. in the morning and asks you what is the most important example of indole positive bacteria, what should come to your mind? This fellow should come to your mind. This fellow is a gram-negative rod and it is proudly flaunting its peritrichous arrangement of flagella. Peri means perimeter, so peritrichous just means flagella arising from the entire perimeter or surface area of the bacterium. So this fellow is Escherichia coli and it is telling you, hi folks, I am indole, I'm positive. All right. Now they say there are no free lunches in the world. So organisms like Escherichia coli and other indole positive organisms, why they are after the life of tryptophan, breaking it down into indole, ammonia, and pyruvic acid? The reason is these bacteria are going to get some advantage from indole, and indole is going to contribute to a lot of useful things for these indole positive bacteria. For instance, it has been found that indole produced by the indole positive bacteria plays some role in antibiotic resistance. It plays also another important role in acid tolerance. It has been found to contribute to biofilm formation, and it has also been found to contribute to what? Chemotaxis. ठीक है, तो these 4 points are pretty easy to remember. Remember A B C. A से 2 points हैं, acid tolerance, antibiotic resistance, फिर B से biofilm formation, and C से क्या हो गया हमारा? Chemotaxis. Chemotaxis you must have read in detail in pathology. Chemotaxis is nothing but directional movement of some substance to some other place. अभी recently NEET PG 24 में there was a very simple question. Which of the following is a chemotactic agent for neutrophils? The answer for that MCQ was interleukin 8. So if interleukin 8 is there in some tissue, neutrophils will literally smell it and will migrate towards that area. So interleukin 8 is an important chemotactic agent. ठीक है, so why am I telling you all this? Because I want you all to recall the next point after chemotaxis. And what is the next point? Motility. ठीक है, so indole also has been found to contribute to the motility of certain bacteria. Now all of these points so far which I've talked about indole, I mean the contribution of indole to the lives of bacteria, that is antibiotic resistance, acid tolerance, biofilm formation, ठीक है, then chemotaxis and motility, all of these are going to remember contribute to the virulence, which brings us to the next point, that is the virulence. So it's very easy to remember it like this. And the last 2 points, the last 2 important things which are contributed to by indole are interkingdom signaling and persister formation. I know these are somewhat new terms for you. You don't have to go into details at the level of second MBBS. I'll just tell you briefly about these points so that in case your examiner asks you कि भाई इनका मतलब क्या होता है, तो आपको कुछ तो बोलना चाहिए इनके बारे में. तो आपको क्या बोलना होगा? Interkingdom signaling is a kind of communication, cell-to-cell communication, which happens, amongst bacteria. Not just amongst bacteria, it also is a kind of communication which extends to other kind of microorganisms like, fungi, and even certain kind of plants and animals also. So it's a broader kind of, communication system known as interkingdom signaling. तभी kingdom बोल रहे हैं ना, interkingdom जब बोल रहे हैं, so सबको साथ में लेके चलो, plants, animals, fungi and bacteria. Now interkingdom signaling is different from quorum sensing. Quorum sensing also is a kind of communication amongst bacteria, but quorum sensing is strictly confined to the communication amongst bacteria only and to nobody else. I long back did a post on my Instagram handle on quorum sensing, a link of which I will post in the description of this video. You can please have a look. Then last but not the least, persister formation. Now ये क्या होता है? Imagine there's a big population of bacteria. Now in that huge population, imagine there's a subset, a smaller fraction of that huge population which becomes lazy. वो चुपचाप बैठ जाते हैं सारे के सारे बैक्टीरियल सेल्स उस छोटी सी पॉपुलेशन में. सो दे आर सेड टू बी डॉर्मेंट, दे विल नॉट डिवाइड, दैट इज दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू ग्रो. एंड द यूनिक फीचर अबाउट दीज लेजी बैक्टीरियल सेल्स इज दैट they are going to show tolerance to antibiotics without any genetic mutation. So this is the underlying definition of persister cells, that is they show tolerance to antibiotics but they don't show any genetic mutations, and they are non-growing, non-dividing, typically lazy या laid back, said to be dormant cells. अब ये होता क्यों है? So these bacterial cells which are referred to as persister cells which are going to show tolerance to antibiotics, they are forced to become these non-dividing or dormant cells as a result of certain trigger. For instance, the presence of antibiotics, depletion of nutrients, oxidative stress, and there are other stressors also. You need not go into details. And what happens is once the stressful factor is removed, these persister cells, they revert back to their original antibiotic susceptibility wala state. Okay, so please remember these basics about persister formation and interkingdom signaling. So organisms like Escherichia coli and other indole positive organisms, they are getting all these benefits by producing indole from tryptophan. तो इनका अपना selfish motive होता है by using tryptophanase. So this is the principle we have talked about of the indole test. Now coming to the test per se. As I said, the raw material to manufacture indole is nothing but tryptophan. So we have to make the bacteria meet tryptophan, and then we will test whether that bacterium is a tryptophanase producer or not. Okay, so let's say you have some clinical sample which you have inoculated on some culture medium, and you happen to get you got pure colonies on that medium. So and you want to do indole test now. So what you will do, you will inoculate this broth, that is tryptophan broth, with the pure culture, meaning pure colonies of the bacterium. Okay. Now imagine that bacterium is indole positive, meaning it is having tryptophanase enzyme, and therefore it is going to break down the tryptophan present in the tryptophan broth into IAP, that is indole ammonia and pyruvic acid. लेकिन ये काम करने के लिए time चाहिए ना, and that time is nothing but the incubation period. So once you inoculate the tryptophan broth with the bacterial colonies, you will have to incubate the broth at a temperature of 35 to 37 degrees Celsius and for a duration of 18 to 24 hours, because we have to give certain time to the bacteria to carry out the destructive activity of breaking down tryptophan. Okay. Now let's say we are dealing with an indole positive bacterium. The bacterium is a producer of tryptophanase, and it went on to produce indole. But हमें पता कैसे चलेगा कि ये हुआ है? Now to know that, we have to add 4 to 5 drops of some reagent. एक कमाल का reagent होता है हमारे पास, उसको बोलते हैं कोवैक्स reagent. ठीक है. So once you add this कमाल का reagent, K for कोवैक, K for कमाल का reagent, if you will see what? You will see this cherry red ring at the top. This reddish ring is described as what? Cherry red ring at the top. So if you are able to see this cherry red ring at the top, what we are going to conclude? We are going to conclude that Eureka, this organism is indole positive. This organism is a tryptophanase enzyme producer, and our test which we set out to do, indole test, it is positive. Okay? The bacterium is indole positive. So this is about the procedure of indole test. Now coming to a few details about Kovacs reagent. Now Kovacs reagent has got 3 important components whose names at least you should be knowing. Now to recall the names, recall what we used to learn in chemistry classes in 11th and 12th standards. We used to learn about alcohols, acids and aldehydes. So Kovacs reagent, maybe there are 3 important components. One is an alcohol, that is isoamyl alcohol. One is an acid, that is concentrated hydrochloric acid, that is concentrated HCl. And last but not the least, in fact the most important component, is an aldehyde, namely para-dimethyl aminobenzaldehyde, abbreviated as PDMAB. Now this aldehyde component is very, very important. Why? Because it is the aldehyde component which is going to combine with indole to produce that beautiful cherry red ring at the top of the tryptophan broth. Please remember this. Okay. Now we have got to our rescue another agent also. If Kovacs reagent is not there, we have got another agent which has been named after Sir Paul Ehrlich, regarded as the father of chemotherapy, that is known as Ehrlich's reagent. And this agent also contains the aldehyde para-dimethyl aminobenzaldehyde, and Ehrlich's reagent has been found to be more sensitive for anaerobic organisms and non-fermenters. So दो negative features यहाँ पे याद करो, मतलब एरोबिक एंड इज अ नेगेटिव फीचर एंड नॉन फर्मेंटर, नॉन भी एक तरह से नेगेटिव सी चीज हो गई. ठीक है, तो एर्लिख्स रिएजेंट इज सेड टू बी मोर सेंसिटिव फॉर दीज काइंड ऑफ बैक्टीरिया. नाउ whatever I have discussed so far in this video, this is a summary slide of all of that. So you can see this beautiful bacterium, again a gram-negative rod, Peritrichus flagella I have drawn. So let's say this is Escherichia coli. So bacteria for like Escherichia coli and other indole positive bacteria, they are empowered with the tryptophanase enzyme which breaks down tryptophan into IAP, indole ammonia and pyruvic acid. And to find out that this has happened, that indole has been produced, we have to add an agent, a reagent, namely Kovacs reagent or Ehrlich's reagent. Indole is going to then combine with the aldehyde part of it, that is para-dimethyl aminobenzaldehyde, producing a cherry red ring, in which case we are going to conclude that the indole test is positive. Alright. Now let's look at the banter happening amongst a certain kind of bacteria. ठीक है, चिट चैट सिर्फ हम लोग नहीं करते हैं, बैक्टीरिया भी करते हैं. So on your screens you are seeing these two bacteria. Common चीज़ क्या लग रही है अभी कि दोनों के दोनों are gram negative rods, that is gram negative bacilli. The left one is motile by virtue of peritrichous flagella. The right one seems to be non-motile because I have not drawn any flagella, but I have drawn an outline. That outline actually is representative of a beautiful capsule, a hygroscopic capsule which is there in this organism. So the left fellow says to the right one कि I am the most important indole positive bacterium. Right वाला left वाले से कहता है I am the most important indole negative bacterium. So what I want my students to remember from this slide so far is that the most important indole positive bacterium कौन सा बोलोगे एग्जाम में? Escherichia coli. And the most important indole negative कौन सा बताना है आपको? Klebsiella pneumoniae. ठीक है, अब इस कॉन्वर्सेशन, इस वार्तालाप में और कौन आ जाता है बात करने? दिस अनदर ग्राम नेगेटिव ऑर्गेनिज्म, अगेन ग्राम नेगेटिव रॉड और ग्राम नेगेटिव बैसिलस, अगेन मोटाइल बाय वर्च्यू ऑफ पेरिट्राइकस फ्लैजिला. एंड ये काफ़ी खुश लग रहा है. इट इज़ स्माइलिंग फ्रॉम, इट इज़ ग्रिनिंग फ्रॉम ईयर टू ईयर एंड इट इज़ ब्लशिंग ऑल्सो. तो इन भाई साहब को इतनी खुशी क्यों हो रही है? बिकॉज ये इन दोनों को कह रहे हैं, एस्चेरिशिया कोलाई और क्लेप्सिला निमोनिया को बोल रहे हैं कि आई एम द वीआईपी. हो गए तुम इंडोल पॉजिटिव, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट इंडोल पॉजिटिव या सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट इंडोल नेगेटिव बैक्टीरिया, लेकिन मैं हूँ वीआईपी. नाउ वीआईपी से क्या मतलब है? दिस थर्ड फेलो विच इज सो हैप्पी, दिस इज नथिंग बट प्रोटियस वल्गैरिस. नाउ Proteus also belongs to Enterobacteriaceae family, just like Escherichia and Klebsiella. So all these three genera, Escherichia, Klebsiella, Proteus, they belong to the Enterobacteriaceae family, which is the family of gram-negative rods or gram-negative bacilli, which by definition are oxidase negative and catalase positive. ठीक है? So Proteus में there are two important species which you should remember, Proteus vulgaris and Proteus mirabilis. Now इन दोनों species को differentiate करने का एक fantastic तरीका क्या है? Indole test. Remember Proteus vulgaris is the species which is indole positive. So remember VIP. This is the VIP fellow. V for vulgaris, I for indole and P for positive. And another important point which I would want to mention over here before I move on to the next slide is that all these three organisms which are the members of Enterobacteriaceae family, they can behave as commensals and certain kind of strains are pathogenic also for humans. Please remember this. So the two most important examples which you should remember for indole positive and indole negative tests, that is respectively Escherichia coli and Klebsiella pneumoniae. If we talk about the IMVIC profile of both these fellows, it is diametrically opposite. कहने का मतलब ये है, Escherichia coli, if we talk about IMVIC reactions, it is plus plus minus minus, meaning Escherichia coli is indole positive, MR positive, VP negative and citrate negative, and Klebsiella pneumoniae on the other hand is minus minus plus plus, meaning it is indole negative, MR negative, VP positive and citrate positive. Please remember this, very very frequently asked. Now if you have answered all the questions about indole test which I have discussed so far in this video module, your examiner might be intrigued to ask you more questions which I would say they are a kind of extra edge questions helping you to get distinction or even gold medal. For example, your examiner might happen to ask you which species of Escherichia is indole negative. Remember, the indole negative species of genus Escherichia is Escherichia vulgaris. तो इसको ऐसे याद कर लो कि ये बड़ा ही वल्नरेबल टाइप का फेलो है, छुई मुई टाइप का, इसको पसंद नहीं है हिंसा, तो इसके पास नहीं होता है ट्रिप्टोफैनेज, इसको नहीं तोड़ना किसी को भी. ठीक है, सो Escherichia vulgaris, a very very vulnerable fellow, it is indole negative. Then likewise another important extra edge question is which species of Klebsiella is indole positive. इंडोल नेगेटिव तो मैंने बता दिया, क्लेप्शियला निमोनिए मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जांपल ऑफ इंडोल नेगेटिव ऑर्गेनिज्म. ठीक है, अब क्लेप्शियला जीनस का एक स्पीशीज है क्लेप्शियला ऑक्सीटोका विच इज इंडोल पॉजिटिव. द नेम ऑक्सीटोका सुनने में कैसा लग रहा है? कुछ टॉक्सिसिटी वाला नाम है ना. तो remember this is a toxic species of Klebsiella which is going to possess the toxic weapon tryptophanase, जिसकी वजह से it will break down tryptophan into indole ammonium pyruvic acid and therefore it is indole positive. Please remember this. Now Few minutes back I told you that Escherichia coli, Klebsiella pneumoniae and Proteus, Proteus vulgaris as well as Proteus mirabilis, they can behave as commensals as well as pathogens. Why I said that is because now I will tell you the names of two important pathogens. Strict pathogens which are never commensals, they also belong to the Enterobacteriaceae family, and remember these two important pathogens are indole negative. Now who are these? These are Salmonella typhi, which is the most common agent of what? Enteric fever, and the other one is Shigella soni. You all know that Shigella is the causative agent of bacillary dysentery. There are 4 important species, of which Shigella soni causes the mildest form of dysentery, so much so that many a times it causes just diarrhea and not dysentery. Okay? And then one important pathogen, never a commensal, always a pathogen, meaning strict pathogen belonging to the Enterobacteriaceae family, which is indole positive, is Vibrio cholerae. Now I have highlighted C of cholerae in a different color and I have drawn a string like a string like thing over here. Remember, just like the alphabet C, Vibrio cholerae is also a C-shaped or a curved bacterium, and it is motile by virtue of a unipolar flagellum, that is a monotrichous flagellum, which I have represented by this orange string like thing. Now this is another this string like orange. This orange string is also a reminder for the fact that Vibrio cholerae is string test positive. I recently did a flashcard on Vibrio cholerae on my Instagram handle, the link of which I shall post in the description of this video. You can please have a look at it. So now let me summarize all the important examples of indole positive bacteria and indole negative bacteria. So indole positive bacteria हमने कौन-कौन से सीख लिए? Escherichia coli, Klebsiella oxytoca, Proteus vulgaris and Vibrio cholerae. And coming to the list of indole negative bacteria, we have got all these fellows on your screens. Klebsiella pneumoniae, Escherichia vulgaris, remember it is vulnerable, तो इसके बाद Streptococcus नहीं होगा. Proteus mirabilis, remember VIP vulgaris is indole positive and mirabilis is indole negative. Then Salmonella typhi and Shigella soni, which are two important pathogens of Enterobacteriaceae family, which are indole negative. Alright, so guys, that's about this video. I hope you like this video. अगर आपको ये video पसंद आया, please like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to this channel for more videos, and smash the bell icon for notification for my future videos on biochemical reactions and other academic content. Thank you everyone. Study well and God bless.